Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing a birthday unboxing. I know my birthday's in May, celebrated a long time ago, but because the pre-fall collection for Chanel doesn't come out till June, I just got this, so we are going to be talking about this today. Apologies if you hear any drilling in the back because they're doing some construction, so I hope the noise isn't too distracting. But let's get into this bag. So this is what I bought a few weeks ago. Ta-da! This is from the Chanel 21A collection, A standing for Metiers D'art, which is their pre-fall collection. This is the small classic flap in shiny caviar leather with light gold hardware. It also comes with the chip inside versus the serial sticker, the serial card and the sticker. So you no longer get the authenticity card, it only comes with the chip embedded on the inside. It is also a bag that is made in France. And for the bag specs, it is very similar to my 25 cm one, but the small is the 23 cm. It is a 4 grommet bag with the Mona Lisa pocket in the back. The Chanel logo on the top. You open it, it is the double flap with the little pocket in the front. Then you open it up and it looks like this. It's got the interior pocket. Inside looks like this with a chip on the belly side, and the 2 compartments and the lipstick compartment right here. This bag also is a light gray. It has got a bit of a cool undertone to it, so if you like your neutrals with more of a bluish tint, this one does have a bluish tint and it's not very warm. So I wasn't able to buy this bag on the collection launch date. I asked the SA if we could reserve it a few days before the collection launch. She said she would try, but actually they were sold out the first day, so we waited another week, and the week after, the SA told us to come in to get it. It was a really in and out type of process because she was also really busy. So literally, I think we were in there for 30 minutes, just got to take a look at the bag. We didn't really get to shop around much, and then I just purchased it on the spot. I was also looking at a few SLGs, the light gray SLG along with the Chanel ring, but I guess those items were really popular because I guess they're more impulse purchases, impulse for Chanel prices. And when we got to the SLG section, everything was sold out. So I was only able to manage to get this bag, but to be honest, this is the only thing I really want to add to my collection. Also on the day that we were shopping, the store that we went to ran out of boxes, so I had to go to another store a few days later so that they could package it back up for me so I could do a nice unboxing for myself. Every bag will now be registered to your name. Just to talk a little about shopping in Hong Kong, for Hong Kong customers, we don't get to reserve bags like they do in the States, and you can't put a down payment on any bag. So unless you're VIP, you're allowed to go in and order whatever you want. But for regular customers like me, you either line up on the first day or you ask your SA ahead of time and they can text you, WhatsApp you when they can get your bag. So for me this year, I've been really focusing on my core collection because honestly, before COVID, we traveled a lot, so I wasn't able to really buy anything, and I guess I was too scatterbrained to even think about shopping for bags. So this year I decided to focus, because of the price increases, that it would be the best time to buy all my classics right now. So these are my classics for me. I don't have a black caviar, light gold hardware Chanel bag. But to me, this is my trifecta. So I have the small one now in the Dove Gray from 21A, the 21P Brown. This is my favorite bag. And a bag from the 90s in lambskin with the 24K gold hardware. I feel like Chanel this year has been really trying to push their classic collection. I don't know if you guys got one of these books early on. I think this was being promoted back in Chanel 21C collection, the cruise collection, And it's just like a book, a coffee table book that a lot of people got when they purchased the new bag. I think the best thing about purchasing this bag a few weeks ago was that there wasn't even news about the price increase yet. So I was able to make a very logical decision on buying this bag. And then now, as you know, this bag has increased by 15% in Hong Kong. So for us in Hong Kong, the Chanel price increases didn't happen until after it hit the USA. For us earlier this year, we didn't have the price increase from the 21P collection because we were already priced higher here than the US from last year's price increase. So this time around for the 21A collection, we saw a 15% increase on all classic flaps. For the Chanel Mini, I think it was around $3,000 price increase, and I think for the 19s and the Walk, there was a 10% increase. The only thing I was hesitant about buying the Dove Gray was because I already had a white lambskin, and and in the product photos, I felt like they looked very similar, but actually in reality, they're quite different. I'm just gonna show you a comparison of the colors here. I do have a light in front of me, so it is showing a little more on the light side. But in natural light, it's actually quite a few shades darker. Victor's really funny. When I told him I wanted to buy the gray, he took a photo of my white Chanel bag and put the burn tool on it and was like, here, your white bag looks exactly like the gray one now. So I know a lot of people in the Chanel community have been comparing this 21A gray with the 20C collection from last year. I don't have any gray Chanel bags to show you from my own collection, but I did borrow my friend's. She has the Urban Spirit backpack in this smooth calfskin leather. It is a 24 series. I think that's 2018, and it's held up really beautifully. This one does come with the really gold hardware, which I really like. So I can show you a comparison of these two shades of gray. They're very, very similar, as you can see. I did actually see the 21A19 bag in the gray, was it lambskin or calfskin? But I kind of didn't like it because, maybe because it was a smooth kind of lambskin, it made the gray actually look a few shades lighter as opposed to the caviar, because caviar does have this more 3D effect to it. I felt like made it into a slightly darker neutral. And lastly, to care for this bag, I did get a bag insert for it. I didn't get Samorga this time just because I just didn't want to wait for that long. So I got one from a local seller here. It's not the best of quality compared to Samorgas because the Samorgas have this stitching along the side that gives it more shape, but it'll do for now. And I think it'll match perfectly for this small classic flap. So the reason why I also really like this Dove Gray is because in Hong Kong, it is really hot and humid year round. I know I keep droning on about this, but weather does really affect a lot of my lifestyle choices, especially when it comes to my wardrobe. So I feel like this light gray doesn't feel too warm. There is a dark gray that is coming out, but I think that's a bit too dark for my personal taste and for the city that I live in. So I think this bag will go great with very casual outfits, t-shirt and jeans, linen dresses for the summer, and I think in the winter it would work well with, you know, like a white shearling jacket and a pair of faux leather pants. If you guys missed the 21A gray and are not able to get it, don't worry, you have a second chance to get a gray because in 21B, which is their fall winter collection, I think it's coming out in a few weeks actually, don't quote me on that. There are a few grays in that collection. There is going to be a light gray lambskin, very similar to this shade, but it is with silver hardware. So that is also another reason why I wanted 21A, because I like gold. There is also a light gray 19. I don't know if this is lambskin too. And there's also a classic flap in a darker steel type of gray, and a trendy as well. So if you want a gray collection, you should also ask your SCA in advance. So yeah, I think that covers everything. If you have any more questions, please leave it down in the comments below. I think our next video that I will be in is going to be a photo editing tutorial on how to edit interior lighting. So if you are not interested in Chanel unboxings, we also do things like photo tutorials, life in Hong Kong, content creation, freelance tips. So if you like that stuff, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye.